Get ready to explore the world as we set sail for places far off the beaten path in this exciting Adventures in Travel presentation. Visit some of the most fascinating destinations in the world and take part in activities that are far beyond the ordinary tourist routine. You'll be thrilled as we bike, sail, dive, trek, and climb to really experience the world and its cultures. For an unparalleled vacation, let's join our Passport to Adventure hosts, Julie Malmstedt and Mark Jennings.
Welcome to Passport to Adventure. I'm Mark Jennings. On this episode, we'll take you way off the beaten path to a place in Europe we guarantee you've never heard of. Hang on.
Woo! Hi, I'm Julie Malmstedt. We're here in the Austrian Alps where the natural landscape allows you to try some wild sports.
One thing that people here in the Zillertal are absolutely famous for, and that's their sense of Gewisslichkeit. Basically, what that means is whatever they're doing, they're having a hell of a good time.
Hang on as we soar over the Ziller Valley of Austria on Passport to Adventure.
In this episode, we'll fly high and experience the sport of parapanting, an exhilarating way to explore the Alps.
We'll take you to the village of Zell am Ziller, where the Egger family has kept alive centuries of tradition.
We'll head up the mountain to Hintertux and ski a 10,000-year-old glacier.
You'll discover the magic of the Zillertal, captured in its people.
And explore the vast terrain of this little-known paradise.
Once upon a time, a little skier dreamed of a far, far away place with giant mountains. Here he could ski all day long. All the houses looked like they were lived in by Hansel and Gretel, and the people were really nice. Ah, but the little skier knew that it was only a dream.
Little did he know the dream would come true on a Lufthansa flight into the Bavarian city of Munich. This colorful center is a festive spot, site of the annual Oktoberfest and home to the world-famous Hofbrauhaus.
Munich is the gateway to Fantasyland, a true skier's paradise in the Alps. The journey took us across the German-Austrian border, where the Autobahn gives way to country roads and more traditional modes of transportation. These back roads would bring us to the lush Ziller Valley, our home for the next week. Austria's Zillertal was settled after Roman times, and families have lived here for over a millennium.
The local steam engine threads its way through the tiny villages of the Zillertal and is symbolic of the tradition you'll find in this ancient valley. At the Sport Hotel Teresa, no detail is overlooked by its proud owners Teresia and Siegfried Egger, who grew up in this village and on its nearby slopes.
Daughter Teresa serves schnapps in the restaurant. Her brother Stefan, a former Austrian national team skier, is the chef and whips up delicious 5-course meals. He's assisted by his wife Krista, and together they're raising Stephanie, the family's best athlete. The Zillertal is a massive ski region. There are 11 separate ski areas with a total of 155 lifts and some wild terrain. Skiing off-piste up here is a blast, but always remember to take a guide.
My name is Stefan, and I'm the son of the Hotel Teresa, and I'm the ski guide and also the chef in the kitchen. And our family is living here about 300 years. I'm Alban. I'm the snowboard guide for you guys, and I would like to bring you here and show you around in our deep snow and off-piste and free riding and half pipes. We got everything you need here. Just come here to Zillertal and enjoy.
I love to snowboard, but I'm a beginner.
When I heard we're coming to the Zillertal Valley, I'd never heard of it, and they said it was a small resort in Europe. But what I forgot is a small resort in Europe is just incredibly huge by anybody else's standards. I love it here.
Jeff has been our featured skier in episodes from Sweden to South America. Joining our crew is Thomas Gartman, a race coach from Squaw Valley.
Throughout the Zillertal, you'll find countless mountainside restaurants, perfect for frolicking in the snow and soaking up the sun. We checked our watches and it was time for a beer.
The mountainsides are dotted with alms, huts that are used by farmers in the summer for making cheese.
Kim Reichhelm, World Extreme Ski Champion, trains here in the Zillertal.
There's something for everyone. There's cornices and some steeps, and there's a lot of great groomed terrain and a lot of nooks and crannies and rocks and chutes and easy to get out of bounds.
The Out of Bounds also attracts world-class backcountry guides.
The Zillertal is a magnificent ski area for off-piste skiers and piste skiers. And what's great is that you've got a lift system that supports a lot of off-piste, back bowl, wild skiing.
People from the Tyrol have a strong love for the region. Siegfried told us he would cross the continent any way he could to return home.
I go with a bicycle to Tyrol.
On any given day, the sky is an explosion of color above the Zillertal. The sport of parapanting requires steady nerves and a brave soul.
Step is right. Ready, steady, go.
I felt like an albatross trying to get this thing off the ground, but once we were in the air, it was a great sense of relief.
Okay, Julie, welcome in the air with the world's smallest airline. It's called Pizza Air, and we're hanging on a paraglider. How do you enjoy it?
Great.
Okay?
Great. I have to take some time to look at the view.
We had a bird's eye view of the village of Zell am Ziller. What personalized service! Kurt landed the glider right behind the Sport Hotel Teresa.
The hotel is elegant with a fun-loving atmosphere. The Ziller Valley is famous for its warmth. People may leave, but they're always drawn back.
I have a very lovely and wonderful family, and the people in this valley are so kind and so great.
Mother Teresia didn't seem too concerned about her daughter leaving home.
She likes to go now in the world. It's important for young people, but I'm sure she comes at home.
I'm not sure because maybe I met a very beautiful man in America.
Dining here is a rich and varied experience with an emphasis on health. There are 3 separate menus with Tyrolean, international, and regional fare, all seasoned from their own herb garden. Each meal is topped off with homemade schnapps, a Zillertal tradition. At the Sport Hotel, you can also indulge in a wild assortment of parlor games. Our next adventure would take us to the highest resort in the Zillertal, Innsbruck. If you're looking for an experience that combines striking natural beauty with great off-piste potential, this is it. Glacial ice that carved out the valley thousands of years ago provides a 600-foot base for skiers. It's a long season up here, 365 days long.
We heard about the Zillertal Valley, thought it was going to be a really nice, ski region. Had no idea there would be such incredible terrain and spectacular views. Swedish-born Thomas Gartman has a little bit of Austrian in it. Every year, Thomas takes groups of skiers to nearby Kaprun for race training on the glacier.
This is my first time here in Zillertal. The friendliness of the people around here and the ski area is just, it's great. This is a place that I definitely will come back to.
Getting around in the glacial ice is a bit of a challenge for some, but no problem for others. After a wild day on the mountain, we headed down to the village of Meyerhofen. Here we would meet a local character known to all as the Kaiser.
Hello. You have a nice day? Good. Yeah, very good. Hello. Come in. I have to show you my special cellar, my Schnaps cellar.
The Kaiser is a Zillertal Renaissance man who built a gallery to showcase his artwork. And like most Austrians, he has quite a selection of schnapps.
Hello.
After meeting the family, they invited us in for some local Käse and Speck. That's cheese and ham in German.
Some kinds of Tiller Valley cheese.
Stinkkäse?
The Kaiser is proud of his family history and showed us belts dating from 1830. He's quite a musician and even composed the music you're listening to. Both his fans adore him.
The Kaiser took us to the local après-ski party. No, this isn't Austrian slam dancing. It's the Hochzeittanz. That's the traditional Zillertal wedding dance.
Returning to Zell am Ziller, we had just enough time for a quick swim at the hotel before our next adventure. Each week, guests are treated to an age-old Austrian tradition, known as nighttime roadland. With sleds in hand, we boarded a single chair with only the moon to light the way, climbing 1,000 vertical feet.
What was the name of this? Yeah? The moon. Yeah. Drinker song.
The drinker song.
Drinker song.
Ah, drinker song. I got it.
Come on, Steve.
Inside, the 18th century mountaintop Alm was beginning to rock, Zillertal style. This region is renowned for its folk music and Gemütlichkeit, the fun-loving sense of warmth and hospitality found in every generation. Hearing the Kaiser crank on the accordion inspired Mark to get up and try some local folk dances.
After a few traditional blue vines and Jaeger teas, we were all getting primed for the main event, a top-to-bottom sledding contest that the Austrians call roadland.
I got you, Julie. I figured this looked safer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found it.
You are
bushes up here.
I have a black eye. Yeah, this is what can happen. You got to be careful.
The next morning, we left Zell am Ziller, heading up the mountain to one of the 11 resorts in the Zillertal. Gerbos is a magnet for the Dutch, and for good reason. Here you'll find some of the most secluded terrain and party spots in the area.
Locals always know where to find the best snow, and with Stefan as our guide, the back bowls were ours. We were free to leave our own personal signatures in the powder. Spent in the Zillertal, we never saw another American, which was kind of refreshing. We did run into a few Aussies who were amazed at what they had discovered.
We understand it's a secret, but it's such a wonderful spot. I can't understand you don't tell the world about it. It's magnificent. I've never skied in Europe before, and I'm just amazed. I mean, is every day really like this? We come out here and there's a young lady, she's got a top off down here in the snow. I mean, we've been trekking for an hour to get here and we meet you people. It's fantastic.
For Stefan, skiing here brought back fond memories.
If it was children, maybe every day we was here. That's a very fun here for the children.
Sometimes it feels like the days and all the nights get lost in time. That's when the summer comes creeping through my window and it feels just fine. It feels just fine. You know, it feels just fine.
As usual, Julie led the way to lunch, an idyllic spot perfect for a picnic.
Last year I described it to my wife as fairyland, and it was beautiful. The weather was sensational. I just think it's paradise, frankly.
Don't tell anybody about it.
Everyone was enjoying the local hospitality.
The papa music and the schnapps.
Perfect, because there's so many Dutch people here in Gerbos. It's like I'm at home.
Locals had told us of a wild mountainside restaurant where they were celebrating the annual Spring Fling. There we would find a jammin' Austrian country rock band. Austrian country rock? What the heck is that?
After a week in the Zillertal, we found it hard to say goodbye. These people had become our family and had treated us like part of theirs. Reluctantly, we bid farewell with the hope and promise to return someday. We'll never forget these faces.
A special thanks to the Sport Hotel Teresa for making our dreams come true.
And thank you, Lufthansa, for flying us here.
And to the Platzl Hotel in the center of Munich.
Thank you, Atomic, for the mountain equipment, and Revo for the eyewear.
And to UGG for the shoes on our feet.
And to Sun Ice and Tsunami for the clothes on our back.
And Tuto for our travel luggage.
Coming up next in Adventures in Travel is our trip to the Tirol, where we'll raft through both mountains and valleys with your Passport to Adventure hosts, Julie Conover and Mark Jennings.
Welcome to Passport to Adventure. I'm Mark Jennings.
And I'm Julie Conover. The Alps are known as the rooftop of Europe, and hiking trails crisscross the entire region.
Here in the Tyrolean Alps, nature lovers can be found trekking from one country to the next, using the extensive network of mountain huts.
In this episode, we'll hike to the Austrian-Italian border and visit the spot where the perfectly preserved body of the Iceman was discovered.
We'll navigate the white water of the Inn River, which flows through the historic city of Innsbruck.
We'll take a bone-rattling run down the Olympic bobsled course.
We'll frolic with the country folk in the picturesque Oetz Valley. If you're into climbing, the Tyrol is definitely the spot.
Even an inexperienced climber can enjoy breathtaking terrain.
We'll take a peek into the shimmering world of Swarovski crystal.
And venture into the terrifying domain of crevasses on a glacier safari.
It all happens next on Passport to Adventure.
Austria's vibrant culture is in the blood of its people, who cherish their traditions and still make time to enjoy the simple things in life.
I think when you grow up here, you grow up with a lot of tradition, and that's something which is nice to come back to. Well, all my 3 children have been born in the United States, and we came back to this specific chapel here, and they have been baptized here in this church.
The outdoors is also a big part of every Austrian's life.
I think one of the most exciting things is hiking. The mountains are so much more dramatic. We have a situation which we call a hiking network. We have all those little huts which as you know, have a wonderful food, and it's all family cooked, and it's a great atmosphere when you get there, and many places they play music. They want to hike from here to the whole area of Tyrol or on to Italy or to Switzerland. We have places where you can sleep overnight, and it's a really wonderful family experience.
Getting to Austria is as easy as an overnight flight to Germany. A short drive from Munich brings you to the beautiful Erz Valley.
Willkommen in Ötztal.
In German, Tal means valley. In the Erztal, you'll find wonderful examples of traditional architecture in the many quaint villages.
Beneath these towering peaks, you'll discover the essence of rural Austria.
Very old cow. Yeah. It's 20 years. 20?
In addition to old world charm, the Ötztal is famous for its skiing. In the village of Solden, we caught up with 5-time World Pro champion Andre Arnold.
To be up in the mountains, it's free. I enjoy it, just to walk up and to see the flower up in 3,000 meters, nice flowers, also climbing in the rocks. There I grew up next to the chairlift. A lot of huts up there where they have a lot of fun. Every Sunday I go with my family up in the mountains, and that's what I like.
At the Ötztal ski area, the glaciers present an exciting challenge.
We're here at the Rettenbach Yacht near Solden, about to try a glacier expedition. And with me are our guides, Marcus and Heidi. So Marcus, tell me, what are we going to be doing up there today?
Well, first, we go up there on the glacier. It's about 100 meters deep, a lot of crevasses. We walk through the glacier.
Dangerous up there?
Yes, it's dangerous without ropes, so never go or walk on the glacier without any rope.
So we won't be taking any ropes then. We want to do it the dangerous way.
Yeah, we will see.
For glacier climbing, the rope is your lifeline.
It's very dangerous because all of the crevasses on the glacier, you can't really see them. Everything's covered with snow, and the snow gets very soft, very warm in summer, and then you break through these bridges.
It's important to keep your distance from the other climbers. If one falls into a crevasse, the others remain on solid ground and can pull him out. We learned that glaciers are constantly moving.
The glacier is wandering downwards, yeah? And if it's getting steep like here, it's getting apart on the top of the ice. That's why we have crevasses up here. And all the ice blocks, they're changing every year because they're melting and freeze again. So you have to take care if you walk through the ice blocks that you don't go through them too late in the day. Use my steps, please, because it's very dangerous if you go too far to the left side.
With experienced guides, this glacier expedition is available to all.
It's very interesting. Every tour is a big challenge.
High above the village of Langenfeld, the Austrians have set up a system that makes rock climbing accessible to anyone not burdened with a fear of heights. It's called the Klettersteig. All you need is the spirit of adventure.
So we start with the climbing right now here. It's the Lena waterfall. Small steps. Don't hurry. Climb slowly, watch out. That's the main thing. And not everything with your hands, try to climb with your feet.
That was exciting, but scary.
Not over yet.
see the waterfall on the left-hand side. Maybe we get a little bit wet. Wind's coming now, so we have to move very fast over there. Just watch out for the steps, small steps again.
Clinging to the rock face with the raging waterfall at my side, I felt both powerful and vulnerable. Here you can't afford to make a mistake. Look, we have people on this one page from Holland, Greece, and Vietnam.
Now you can sign it. Great.
At the top, we added our name to the list of those who had come.
We are right at the continent.
Just an hour from the Erztal is the colorful capital of the Tyrol region, Innsbruck. The city was founded in 1180 and has hosted the Winter Olympics on 2 separate occasions. The spectacular mountain scenery and the bustling city still attract visitors from around the globe.
The heart of Innsbruck is the pedestrian zone in the old town center. The cobblestone streets are lined with superb examples of Baroque architecture. One of the most amazing structures is the Golden Roof, made up of over 2,600 gilded copper tiles. Innsbruck is not only beautiful, but exciting as well. The stunning architecture and convivial atmosphere make it a great town for exploring and people watching.
To get an aerial perspective of the city, climb the 14th century Stadtturm, or City Tower, which overlooks the Herzog Friedrichstrasse. You'll also get a bird's eye view of the Olympic venues. We're here with Hubert Chaucer, Austrian national team bobsled member and one of the top bobsledders in the world. Can we expect any speed on the course down there?
Yes.
How fast?
It's really fast. I think it's 100 kilometers per hour, maybe a little bit faster.
So it promises to be exciting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out.
For use in the summer, the sled's runners have been converted to wheels, which takes nothing away from its rocket-like speed. What a rush. The G-force was incredible. I felt like I was going to lose my fillings.
Yes! Woo! Good job!
It just felt like we were building momentum, like a runaway locomotive. Were we okay?
Yeah, they did very well and they are crying and that's very fun.
Not bad for Americans, huh? Americanish!
The idyllic in-river holds some exciting surprises for rafters.
Are you all able to swim? Yeah. I mean, let's get down to the safety part of rafting.
Ready for ride on the wild side. How do you feel? Scared?
No. I'm looking forward to it.
More than ready. I'm dying for some excitement.
During the summer, the snowmelt from the Alps fills Austria's rivers.
And that leads to a wild rafting experience.
Okay, guys, let's go!
Yeah.
On the in-river, anyone can hop aboard for a wet and wild experience with experts at the helm. With guides and guests from every corner of the globe, this is a truly international adventure.
We've got a flat section down here, and then just down at the bottom there's a few nice waves.
Here, rafters aren't the only ones frolicking in the whitewater.
The kayaking here is brilliant. Got lots more water than England. They're fast, manoeuvrable, surf waves. Speed, sometimes a lack of control. It's very good fun.
kind of a spiritual experience.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, the water, the mountains just joining together. I really enjoy being outdoors. You get a lot of motivation. It just makes a big difference.
A high five.
This is my favourite season. Out from the cities and in the countryside like this, it's a lot better.
Yeah, the people are fantastic. The best hospitality. I've not been to a lot of places, but I've been made to feel really welcome here.
Lunch gave us a chance to warm up and prepare for the toughest section of rapids. After an exhilarating day on the river, everyone gathers at the Feel Free Base Camp to warm up in hot showers, relax, and recount the day's events.
Fantastic. I've never done it before, and it wasn't long enough.
It was great. I just love the waves and everything. I've done it in Bali, but it was better here, definitely.
Fresher water.
Fresh water, yeah. If you're cold water.
Icy water.
Just above Innsbruck in the village of Eagles is the perfect spot to savor the alpine experience. The Sport Hotel Eagles is a true European-style spa, which means in addition to all the facilities, you're treated to personalized service and gourmet cuisine.
The village of Eagles has a warm, inviting feel with classic Tyrolean boutiques.
Each morning from the square in the center of town, the hiker's bus takes wanderers to numerous picturesque walking paths around Eagles.
We were lucky to have our local guide, Heinz, to show us around.
The first mountain you see there, this is the so-called Zillertal. Belongs to the Stubaier mountain range. In fact, all those mountains you see back there all belong to the Stubaier.
The walking trails are the best here around because they are not so steep. And someday you can walk here hundreds of people from Innsbruck, from the town. They like to walk here with their children, with the dogs.
Nearby, you can jump on the cable car to the Picturesque, one of the highest peaks in the area. On the way up, you'll have a stunning view of the Inn Valley.
Below you see Innsbruck, the capital of the province of the Tirol. In Innsbruck we had the Olympics twice. First time was 1964 and the second time was 1976.
In Eagles, as in most small villages in Austria, tradition is an important part of everyday life for locals and visitors. Hiking to a local hut for the evening's festivities and sampling the homemade schnapps is a highlight of every trip. And of course, you have to give the regional folk dances a whirl. Hey, now, line up!
If your interests flow to the more contemporary, step inside the kaleidoscope of Swarovski crystal worlds for a magical mystery tour.
What do you think, $4 million in this wall?
This family-run company has been doing amazing things with crystal for over a century. The gallery is a labyrinth of magic caves and theatrical auditoriums which bring together music, fragrance, lighting, and architecture. This Chamber of Wonders will delight and enchant visitors of all ages.
For all the Passport to Adventure team here in the Tyrol region of Austria, thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you from another corner of the globe.
International air transportation provided by Lufthansa. Travel gear provided by Eagle Creek.
Footwear provided by Reichley.